yourself.
I am in another state. I'm actually in Idaho. It's Sun Valley, Idaho, one of the most amazing places in the world to go skiing. Here I am today at the home of one of my fans. They invited me to come to their home, and I'm gonna go right in there now. Now, they've already dropped me off. They picked me up at the airport. They've dropped me off. They're inside, turning all the lights on, getting it ready for me to see for the first time. As we go, I'll explain to you why I'm here and what this project is all about. Are you ready to see? Let's do it.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, welcome to our ranch.
They asked me to look at their home from a new buyer's perspective in the event that someday they would put their house on the market. My God, the architecture of this house is quite stunning. I love the fact that this is a see-through house. Windows on both sides.
Good.
Absolutely amazing. How long have you guys lived here?
About 12 years, I guess.
Wow.
We have 80 acres here.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing. So it is a full-on, it's a proper ranch. Oh, they're a baby horse.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
She's
What do
a month old.
What do you call a baby horse besides
That's-
a baby horse?
That is our little filly.
It's a filly. I knew there was a name. Oh.
That's its mother that it's standing next to.
This used to be a bar when we bought it, but we turned it into a TV area.
Okay, and then you have a couple chairs here. So you've kind of broken up this long space by creating little sections, which is really
Yeah,
smart. I like to do that too.
I wasn't sure what to do. It was such a long room.
And the piano, do either of you play, or kids or
No,
grandchildren
not
play?
really. I pick at it, but he bought it with a player piano.
Oh, good.
So as a wedding present.
Well, I like the fact that you have concrete floors.
This entire house is heated with zones that run hot water in the concrete.
Oh, you
And
have
every room has its own
floor
sound.
heating. Yeah,
Right, right.
that's amazing. And I bet, I mean, you guys get snow, right? I'm sorry,
lot,
this is
a lot
Sun
of
Valley,
snow.
so I guess you do get snow. I see that you like animal print or animal skin rugs.
Yeah, I do.
I like
'cause
to
they're
use those
easy.
too. And then this one area rug that you have back here, you've repeated over here. I think this track lighting, if I'm not mistaken, is probably tech lighting.
it
I
is.
remember when
Yeah.
that first came out.
Tech
And so you've got all these hand-blown glass pendants that drop. And that's the perfect way it's often used in a house like this that's beams where you can't really put candlelights in the ceiling. Very contemporary. And the house is very contemporary. It honestly, it's certainly not a Frank Lloyd Wright home, but it has that Frank Lloyd Wright vibe to it. Then you have a nice little area over here. You obviously have good taste. You know how to place a piece of furniture, put a piece of art above it, 2 lamps. You got a very symmetrical look going here. The style is different than what I would expect in a home like this, but the concept of how you pulled it together is really nice. You did a good job. Very contemporary kitchen. This is nice. Oh, what a view.
It's a wonderful kitchen to cook in, and I love being able to watch the horses run and play.
Oh, there's little Sammy Poo or whatever. What are the names of your horses?
Bud.
Well, let's see.
Bud. Okay, that
Al.
sounds more like a
And the
horse.
baby
Bud
we
is
haven't
short
named.
for Budweiser. El Zippo, L for short, is the mare.
Okay.
The foal has yet to be named.
Oh,
So-
can we name it Rebecca? Yeah. Oh, I'm just saying. This is so cool.
So we have a lap pool and an infrared sauna. And
I
it's
love it.
the best actually when it's super cold and there's snow
Oh, yeah.
coming down.
Do either of you use this much?
I use that.
Really?
Yeah, I like it.
I think this is such a unique aspect to this house.
We've got a well, we've got the solar system, which we did put in. But there's all these things here that make this
A self-sustaining
yeah,
property.
self-sustaining property.
you do have pictures of what this house looked like before you bought it, and I understand that you guys have done some things, but there were some things that were funky.
Oh, there were some
like,
things.
for example, you told me there used to be a fountain here. Another thing I think was really cool, you had explained something to me about this wall.
So this wall was mostly drywall, and this wall is all wood. So when you'd come in, it was off balance.
You actually added the wood
We
finish
added.
to this?
We
Is
have
it actual wood
pictures.
or is it a faux finish?
We couldn't match the exact same type of wood, so
I see.
I faux finished it.
Well, I'm glad that you've been watching my videos all these years and that you're a member of the design sessions. That means a lot.
that's great.
And I'm seeing the results of
I
it.
can't believe you're here.
I know.
So great.
Very exciting. You guys, thank you for taking me on a tour of your home. Clearly, it's a place that you've loved. You've put a lot of time and effort into, and you've had a lot of family experiences, and you've enjoyed life, right? The reason you reached out was you wanted to meet me, you wanted to invite me to your place, and I understand we're gonna have some fun times together
bet.
while I'm here, because I'm here for a week. But also to take a look at your house and to kind of guide you with if and when the time comes, and we don't know when that is. It could be a couple of years. It could be, it's likely going to be at least a year or a couple of years, right? What would be the best way to stage the house in order to get the best deal when you sell it? And I'll tell you, after seeing your house, I think it's beautiful. And I think you've done a really great job at decorating it and pulling it together. The architecture of this house is stunning. It's very unique and it's very special. So staging it in such a way that it draws out those things as strengths and has very little distraction on that, I think is your best bet.
Okay.
So I'm happy to give you my advice on that. This has served you well up to this point, and it may continue to, but what would be the best way to go forward? Were you ever part of this whole plan in the beginning? Or did your wife just tell you this morning, we got to go to the
I'm just
airport?
in charge of making things happen.
There you go. What I was thinking and proposing that we do is that I go through and I sort of minimize some of the things you have. As much as I love what you've done and I see your talent through it, I think that you have a mixture of styles that is distracting to the architecture of the home. So my idea is that I come in and I just basically take Post-it notes. And I'd like to tag some of the pieces of furniture. It's not a lot. I mean, obviously, I'm not asking you to buy anything new. I'm saying let's use what you have. So I want to go through, tag some things, and then have some guys come and take it out and put it in storage so that you can see what it would be like. If there was anything I would want you to maybe consider adding, it would be changing out some of your lamps. What do you think of that?
I think it's fine. It's exciting.
There's nothing that you can do that I can't rechange.
There you go. See, that's how you look at it.
You want yellow tags?
Oh my God. Listen, if
Wow.
I use all of these, you're gonna be in an
Divorced.
empty house.
And divorced.
One of the things that I think is really fighting your style in your home is I think that all of your table lamps are the wrong style. If you could, you wouldn't even have to buy furniture. If you could just replace your lamps, it could make such, oh yeah.
Well, I'm open to that.
This is absolutely beautiful. Yeah. The way this restaurant is laid out, round tables and then all the flowers in between, it's gorgeous. Remember in Mrs. Doubtfire? She comes and she goes, "You ate my begonias." These are some of the most beautiful begonias I've ever seen. Oh yeah,
Famous.
Jamie Lee Curtis and Janet Leigh.
She has a home here. He has a home here.
Wow, back in the day, huh? Oh, Tom Selleck. I don't know, but you were the same age. Did you have a crush on him back in the day?
Yeah, I thought he was cute.
Oh, I think you're so gorgeous. Good morning. Oh, you guys are beautiful. We got the horse whisperer working this morning. So the baby is what, a month old?
Yeah, a month and a few days.
Oh, she's so cute. She does look like a Bella.
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking that's a good name for her. Kind of ballerina-esque with those pretty legs.
Furniture.
Stick to your furniture. Stick to your day job.
I'll probably give you a boost. So now swing your leg over.
I did it. Bud, we did it. You look like a Gucci cowgirl. Hey guys, I could muck out your stalls and make them so fabulous. Yeah. Oh, and you got the TV down.
Yeah,
Wow, you
Yeah.
guys have been working on it. Good morning. How are you? I'm fine. You're all dressed up. You got a button-down shirt on. No spots on you yet.
Oh, you be careful, I'll find a wig for you.
Right? Oh, there you go. Hi. Welcome. So, essentially, I'm moving some furniture around. I need you to take the dining table off because I want to pull this rug out a little bit.
Okay.
I came up with a 3-part plan. The first thing I needed to do was eliminate any distractions. The second part would be to rearrange all the things we kept without spending a dime. What could we do with what they already had?
I feel like everything in this room is all pushed over here, and I want to neutralize it a bit. Yeah, just follow the little indentations. Thank you.
And then the last and final piece of my plan was, could I perhaps talk them into spending a little bit of money to update things like their pillows, their lamps, add a new art piece, and of course, some limited tasteful accessories, including fresh green plants.
Let's scoot the piano back for right now. All right, and then I would like you to angle it this way. I was thinking about running these down the table. Thank you. I hate bugs, so I appreciate that. I'm thinking this rug goes here because she wants to cover up that outlet. I just felt like this, see how dark that mirror is? And then with this dark rug, felt like there needed to be a break in color. Take that out there for now. Oh, I like that so much better. All right, thank you so much. Really, you were wonderful. Good morning. Yesterday, I spent some time with a couple of movers to sort of take the things that Laura and Wendell had and move them around. Of course, we did get rid of a lot of things. We've emptied the space out a bit, and yes, it does look a little empty in certain spots. There are things I would love for them to add, but the point of this exercise right now is, what can we do with what you already have without buying a single thing? What do you think? Hi.
Wow.
Hi, Stokely.
I
You're
like
such a good
it.
boy. Do you?
I do.
It
I
doesn't
like
feel
it. It
super
looks-
empty to you?
It looks a little more empty, but I like it in that it shows off the architecture, which was the goal.
I moved the piano over so it has more of its own dedicated space rather than being sort of in the middle. I got rid of some of the extra zones. There's no longer a desk zone. There is a place to watch someone playing the piano or to listen. I also pulled your furniture forward. It was way closer to the fireplace before. We even moved your rug and your table this direction, about,
Nice.
I'd say, 18 inches. This
Yeah,
was
this
in
was in
your
my bedroom.
yes. So I brought this in. I think it really needed something with a frame. I tried these in all different directions.
I really like that.
Do you
I
like
do
that?
too.
This rug is put here. The sofa is now moved over. And I just put this little table here, almost like a drink table. It feels like if it was to the side, it's too small. But if it's here, I mean, you could even stage this with a wine glass sitting on there, you know, something like that.
I like the fact that you opened up that area between the sofa and the wall, because it was always kind of
Locked.
awkward. Either walked around or risked banging into that lamp.
Yeah.
Right.
No, it does. It looks better.
One other thing that you may not have noticed is that I dropped your, this piece here. This was up 9 inches higher.
No, I didn't notice
And we
that.
did drop that.
And
9
you filled the
inches.
hole even.
Yes,
Thank you.
you're welcome. It's my pleasure. This hallway was so full of stuff. But there were the sconces that I know you love.
I love
and I know it
those,
was
yeah.
hard for you to take them off. And
Yes.
here's what I said to Laura. I said, Laura, I know you love these things, and I'm not suggesting you get rid of them. I think that these could go on the wall here. Now, I would need to stand back and see how close, probably where this is.
I sit in these chairs and read, and that singular light there is not enough to read when it's dark.
I'm glad you brought that up. You'll notice that I took all of your sconces off and all of your table lamps. I am not suggesting that this room be without that ambient light. I'm suggesting you update your lamps so that you still have all the functionality and the warmth of the light that it'll bring, but something that's a little bit more current and just that kind of stuff. Those are small purchases, but they do make a big difference, and they update, okay?
So when you say a little more current, she's in charge of acquiring all of this stuff.
That's right. Well, guess what?
going with me.
Today, she and I are going to go shopping. There's some places in town. I know, right? Woohoo! We've been shopping. Wendell, we're home. We did some damage.
Well, the good news is you don't have a trailer on there with a whole bunch of furniture on it.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the good news.
These are just soft goods. Do you want to take a look at some pillow options?
Yes.
Okay. This is one that I thought was pretty cool. Not that it's going to go here, but it's a potential option. That brings in the black. What if we went with,
I actually like this one a lot.
we do like the original pillow, right? What if we did this instead? This is one of your existing pillows. Do you like this together?
Yeah, I do. Maybe that one.
We'll see where this ends up going. I'd like to see some connection. What if, now that particular one happens to be set in the area where the green rug shows. I personally like the green. I think the green is great because it's got the leather and it pulls in the rug. I'm trying to pull your rug into the room. What we don't have is what we're going to do there, and that's where we're going to see tomorrow when the art pieces arrive. Laura, chill. We will work it out. Okay, this is where being thinner than I used to be comes in handy.
No, that doesn't look bad. No.
Doesn't look bad. That's what I'm always going for. I don't hate it. Yay.
Good morning, good morning. Hello, hello.
This is where we're thinking we would like to put those. My biggest concern was the height might be too tall.
Right.
I need to see it in relationship with that. So if we could just
Just
stick
wanted to
that,
set it up here.
yeah, just set it up on top of that and let me step back here and see how it.
Oh God, I do love that. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I don't think it's.
Great scale.
I don't think it's too tall.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's so
We did it. I'm going to ask you to do something that I do in my own home. I don't know how you're going to feel about it, but I'd like to cut the rug
Oh, the
to fit
trim.
in there.
Oh, no.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
All right, good. So look at this, Tony. We got a new piece of art for up here. Remember how we kept trying stuff? Isn't that much better? So we're going to end up putting it maybe an inch above. So we see just a little bit of drywall, not too much. If we go up much higher, it's going to look weird with everything else. Laura and I went back into town today. We got a couple of final things, a couple more pillows to play with, and we got the guys here hanging the new pieces of art. So I'm putting all the finishing touches on with the things we've added to the project. And then tonight, I'm going to reveal it to them with all the candles lit and the fireplace on. Woo. Okay, let's angle it into the piano a little bit. Tilt it down on this. Thank you so much. All right, and what's it called? Contreras Brothers. Looks great with this table. And it does bring this rusty color back in. Basically, this takes up the height of the rug so that when it sits, it's flush. That's better. This plant has been potted into this, but this one, we're just putting the plastic pot in the container. So when we do that, we cover it with moss so that you never see that plastic part. Two or three small plants that could just green, just like these are all green. Doesn't have to look like that. It could look like any of these plants, but
That spill out like that, or that are little flowers?
well, not flowers. I just
All right,
need
I'll see what I can find.
3. You're hired. I'm ready for a night out at the symphony. There we go. Our floor plan is all laid out. All right, today is my last day in Idaho. I leave tomorrow morning on a plane, But we worked feverishly to bring in a few things. Now I told you we were just going to use what they had, which we did. We did not add any new furniture or area rugs, but we did add some new decorative throw pillows. We added some plants, fresh plants, and we added a few lamps. So I'm kind of excited to see what they think. We filled in some of those holes, and this guy is super ready to see his parents and their reaction. So let's bring him in now. Okay, are you guys ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay, here we go.
Oh my gosh. It's beautiful.
Do you like it?
I don't like it, I love it.
Okay, so my concern in the beginning when I said I wanted to go through and take out a bunch of your things was I didn't want to hurt your feelings, number one, because I know that you loved all the things you have, and you still have them. They're in your garage. You can take them to your next place. I think you could live like this going forward, that you don't need to bring this stuff back in, but that's up to you. What do you think, Wendell?
I'm going to leave it just like it is.
Me too.
I'm going to back a truck up to the garage and we'll get rid of that stuff. No, but I just want to tell you that she's right about the openness. It's very comfortable. I can see a lot of people in here enjoying the different sitting places.
So we did something that I normally would not do in a client's home if I was starting from scratch and could change everything. I would not put 3 major art pieces in one room of the same subject. However, the reason I think it works here, first off, of course, you have horses right outside your window, but also all 3 of these, although they're different, they're in the same color palette. And I think that gives permission for there to be this sense of flow that goes throughout the room and not feel like the horses are overdone. That's just me.
That picture up there is really cool.
Isn't it great? It's very like in your face, and it's realism, while the others are more impressionistic. And then we found these really gorgeous candles, which I put 1 here, and then I brought 3 on the table along with fresh plants. Now that was one of the things I felt like before, you really were into fresh flowers. And I know you still are, because in your mind you think, well, when you're gonna have guests, that's a sign of, you know, we've done something nice and lovely and fresh. But I think that fresh plants give a more organic feel. And again, the whole point of this, of what I was trying to do for you, was bring the outdoors in and the indoors out. So I think this just takes your eye on through.
You know what's really cool? I can't wait to have a big party here. I really can.
Cool.
I mean, that's
Well, I think we should have a party tonight.
We are.
You have very good taste, and you like a lot of different design styles. Some of the things, like for example, we kept this same piece of furniture, but the art above it and the lamps that were here, the accessories, were very glammy, very sophisticated, very, I call it Manhattan apartment. So a lot of times when people have more than one home, which you do, then you can change your style from home to home. This is more your ranch style. And then when you're here, it just feels fresh, right?
I love it.
And then when you go to your other home and it has a completely different style, you have another fresh feeling because it's very different. These pillows I think are awesome. These are green leather pillows, but the green leather is that green that connects to the green in the carpet and the green in the fresh plants that we added. So now, when you come in here, before this was an awkward thing. It was just okay, there's like a plinth of wood. What is it for? But this looks like it is kind of calling you to sit.
It's beautiful.
And now you have another perspective and you can see that gorgeous view.
It's much more open. You did a great job.
Good. This is fun. I added these leather lumbar pillows.
Oh gosh, that's
and I
nice.
added a lamp. But you and I can have a conversation and we can see each other. The lamp is not in the way, it's very minimalist.
Great.
A nice fresh green plant, one here. And yes, this is a pretty amazing part of this room. Now we have our gorgeous music room. And I just love how this area turned out. I did add a beautiful plant, and I think it gives it a little bit of height here, some green, ties in with the green out there.
Right.
It's pulling the outdoors in. And this, I think, turned out great, again, to have this rug over in this area. This is the piece that used to be on the wall here, and I added it behind the sofa. Again, lots of horses, but if your eye takes you from here and over to your main horse piece of art, do you see the color connection? The stain of this wood matches the color.
And the rug,
that horse.
when you
Yes.
walk in this way, it's great.
Yes, it just ties it all in. So now we have, of course, your sofa bed, which you can use for your grandchildren. Added a couple of the pillows to tie in that texture over there. Simple place to have a drink. But here's the new thing. Now, I said I wasn't gonna buy any furniture, so please forgive me because I did. But I added 2 poops. People can pull these out easily, but you could sit there for a while and just have a chat.
And you also put your drink right there.
Exactly. You got that figured out. Fully emptied out this whole hallway of too much stuff. Now the piano is a major focal point, which is the gift that your husband gave you. When I first met you on that first day, that was a big thing. He gave that to you. Was it a wedding present?
Yes.
I mean, come on. How long have you guys been married?
34 years.
34 years. That is a 34-year-old piano. Wow. It's not 34?
Well, it took 10 years.
Oh my God.
It took 10 years.
Now they're gonna argue over how many years it's been.
It was a wedding present that took 10 years to get.
Ah, there you go. Okay.
Got it.
We have this simple bench, the hide on there, but what I did add were these 2 sconces, which I know when I took those down, you were not happy.
Right. I love them.
I know you love them. And I said, good, wrap them up and take them to your next house. But after we got everything out of here, there's plenty of room on the wall to place those on the wall. And I think it looks, I think it looks really beautiful.
To me, the point of this project, and really the point of this video, is to help those of you watching to understand that you don't need to spend a lot of money. A lot of times what you need to do is purge, baby, purge. And then make sure that everything is laid out in a way that is cohesive and has a beautiful flow. And then the last thing is, well, if you can add a few things, which you don't have to, but if you could, which things should you spend your money on? Well, I hope this video helps answer that question for you.
I think we've made somewhat of a difference without really spending a ton of money.
She worked so hard. She's the hardest worker I know. This was supposed to be a getaway for you and a relaxing trip, but she worked the entire time practically.
Here's what you need to know. Don't feel bad for me, because work for me is my love. It's my joy. It's what I love to do.
He works too hard.
So for me to be able to do so, I'm willing to put the work in so that at the end, like tonight, this is the climax, right? This is what it's all about.
Yeah, my hat's off to you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I know that you're gonna come back and let me teach you to ski.
And just relax.
never-
Otherwise you can't come.
It's a privilege for me to meet a Design Sessions member, someone who's been following me for years and watches my videos. I'm sure you're going to start watching my videos, aren't you, bud?
I made him.
Good, good.
I make him.
All right. Well,
I make him laugh.
I'm sure you'll watch this video when it comes out.
I will watch this video so that
I got to put him in a video in order for him to watch
so
the
I know
video.
what to tell my clients if they tune in and see it.
What really matters is that you see a difference. That
Oh.
I'm trying to
I'm amazed,
thin
really.
things out and help you just enjoy life.
I'm amazed.
Good.
Truly, it's a transformation.
Thank you guys for joining me on this journey here in Sun Valley, Idaho. Thanks so much to Wendell and Laura for being our hosts and allowing us to not only to come into their home, to transform the home, to film it, and for them to also be willing to be on camera. Not everyone wants to do that. So big round of applause for them. I'm very grateful. And yeah, of course. And be sure to come back to see the other 2 homes that I tour here in Idaho. They're amazing. Well, she says amazing. Let's come up with another word. They are fabulous. You're gonna love them. And as we head on into the new year, you're gonna get to see some really amazing homes. Before we get to that, so thank you for joining me and being a part of my life, my posse, and everything we do here at RebeccaRobeson.com. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs up, and please leave a comment.